A greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep, you become a lion. A greatest roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Yesterday I was walking in the jungle and I found a path that was kind of curious, leading to somewhere that I don't know. It's a new place I've never been to, and I followed my curiosity. I went to the path and ended up in a beautiful garden similar to this one, where there are bananas, coffee, mandarinas, lemons, all sorts of different fruits. I stood there in the garden for a moment and I took some pictures, some videos, enjoyed the beauty of the wild selva, the jungle. And as I was standing there, a man passed by. He stood by and he was asking me in Spanish, "What are you doing here?" We were the only two people there. There's nothing around. And I was like, "Oh, hi. I'm doing some photos, videos, just walking around." And he was standing, like, looking at me, a bit shocked. I was like, "This is your house?" And he's like, "Yes, this is a private property." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just went to the path and I went up." He's like, "No, it's okay. Like, but it's a private property." I was like, "Okay, no problem. I will leave." And I was collecting my things and just like walking down back the path. And as I was walking down, I remembered how I asked the Grande Spiritu to help me embody the essence of wild, to help me feel it in myself, to help me be it. And as I was walking down, I started laughing to myself, because this is what the wild is. The wild is following your curiosity, being free to go somewhere into the unknown. When you think about it, nothing bad has happened out of that. Like, many people will tell you, "No, don't go alone in the jungle. Are you crazy, a girl like you? Like, there are many people here that might want to harm you. There are many people who don't have good intentions at heart." This is the other people's rule. But my rule, I know who is guiding me, and I know that nothing in this world can harm me if I have innocence and purity in my heart. And this is for me, like, I never meant to harm anyone in my journey, and I was respectful once I was told that this is a private property. I was respectful of that, and to be honest, I was very glad to meet that man, and I'm sure he was also very curious. His curiosity led him to me, and my curiosity led me to him. We were both like kind of encountering each other and like looking at each other in a way that, like, what is this? Like, what is happening here? And then you see nothing happens when you're following your purity, your innocence, your like curiosity, your childlike spirit, your freedom. Like, when you're allowing yourself that freedom to follow your curiosity, then nothing bad can happen. What I want to talk about here is the essence of wild. What does it mean to be wild? As we are born into this world, we were given many definitions, many labels, whether it's the nationality, race, religion. All of these labels we didn't agree upon. We accepted them as normal. But this is the thing, there is a difference between normal and natural. What is normal? Normal is belonging in a conditioned world. It means put yourself in a box to be accepted by your peers, by your parents, by your elders, by your authority of whatever kind. So we put ourselves in this box, putting all these labels on ourselves, definitions that came from somewhere, from the collective mind, from the system. But this is not our real essence. As you can see, is a conditioned way of being. Being normal means being mainstream, being what majority people are doing. But natural, when you think about natural way of being of your own self, is very unique. It cannot be conditioned by anything, and it's not defined by anything. Natural is being true to your own self without any limitations or impositions from the outside. Natural means being authentic to the moment you're in, to the wholeness of who you are. Natural means being free to be yourself. This is natural. When you're natural, you're really just following your own inner guidance, and you're living in a world the way you want to live, the way you choose to live, the way your unique essence is choosing to live in this world. Normal, in a way, is accepting what other people have created before you were born. Natural is allowing the newness of yourself to express itself in the world as it is. Natural is giving yourself permission to be who you want to be. Out of all of these things that were created in the world before you came to be incarnated into this world, what is now? What is calling from within you to be created now? Not following the old world, the old ways of being, not calibrating yourself to ways other humans have created for themselves, which, you know, we can be grateful for that because they have created many things, and much of this diversity is helping us choose how we want to proceed our life, how we want to live our life. However, we don't have to accept any of these beliefs that were here before us. We are free to choose our own way of being, our unique way of being. So wild is actually allowing yourself to be this non-imposed, liberated, unique essence that is here to create something new, because you are that, you are the new. These rules that were imposed on you when you were born, the identity you were given when you were born, have mostly been born out of fear. When you think about it, your parents gave you rules and regulations how to behave in the world, like respect your teachers, don't question authority. If you go the other way, you will be outcasted, you will be alone. When you think about it, it's all out of fear. It's out of fear that you will be left alone, cast out as the outside member of a tribe, but this tribe you never really belonged to. Once you realize that all these rules of behavior have been made out of fear because you don't want to be the one who is the odd one, the black sheep, you will realize that life actually begins where the fear ends. Wild, this essence of wild, is actually living without fear, living by your own rules. So right now, this is a call for you to liberate yourself from limitations that were put upon you without your actual conscious agreement. Being wild means being authentic in your own self, staying true to your own essence, staying true to your own inner voice. So what is the true I? The wild I, the one that has no limitations, no impositions from this world. The true I is a unique point of perception of this vast universe, endless universe. Being wild actually means recognizing your own endless, ever-evolving, huge nature. That means that you are free to be all and contained by nothing. Feel that any type of imposition that comes from fear, your body doesn't resonate with that. Some people find security in these rules and regulations, and that's fine. But this security, it's never really that secure, and people have been learning that through their lives. This is kind of a false sense of security. The real security comes from one place and one place only, and that is your alignment with your inner voice, with your, however you call it, staying aligned within you and feeling the peace within you and carrying this peace around wherever you go. So to me, if you were to ask me, what is wild? I would tell you the essence of wild contains freedom, authenticity, sovereignty, creativity, liberation, truth. If you're choosing to be wild in this world, that means that you will allow no outside voice to penetrate your own energetic essence, your unique essence, without consciously questioning it. Wild is silent rebellion. You don't have to express it outwardly that you are like, oh, rebellious, I'm gonna fight everyone on each step, like whatever they're telling me, it's not truth. Maybe sometimes it will be true, maybe sometimes, but this is the point of wild, is checking with yourself, what is true to me. Don't fear your true self. Your true wild self is magnificent. It can never be anything but magnificent. It is always new, it is always necessary, and it always belongs. Always. The belonging will come from the inside. You don't need to belong in this world in a way that you perceive it now. Once you identify this uniqueness and wilderness in you, you will see that there is no other way but to belong, because you're belonging to yourself. You're always belonging to yourself, and this belonging will never leave you. You can move through different definitions, change, be the quiet water and be the waterfall. You can be all as you respond to your own inner calling, to the calling of that wilderness, to explore and be more, to expand into more. You will see that you're always authentic and you are always belonging. Nothing from the outside can tell you that you're not belonging, because you're only belonging to the true and only person that you need to belong to, that is yourself. Okay, my wild ones, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you take something that resonated with your heart and that will help you liberate yourself and to become more truer version of yourself, because you are unique. No matter what everybody else tells you, how they define you, you are unique. You are forever changing, always evolving, forever unfolding something new, and allow this newness to become, allow it to become part of you, allow it to be something to explore. Be okay with being in the unfamiliar. Let yourself be there and let yourself become more of you, because that is what the world really needs right now. It needs more true, honest people, the ones that are free and the ones that are happy to be living this life, not living from fear, but living, truly living. Hope you check yourself. Hope you find that true, unique essence in you, and I hope you share it with the world, because nothing and no one has what you have. Thank you so much. I love you all. Speak soon.